So if you look at the PDF and you look at the tab, the first exercise is just going to be holding a C chord, and the main thing will be this thumb is going to shift from the 5th string to the 4th, and then the rest of it will be this 1, 2, 3 on top as you're holding the chord. Now, with the right hand, one of the bigger technical issues that people have is they kind of come at like this angle where they're a little too parallel with the strings. You'll get it'll feel more natural, and you'll get a better grip on the strings, and you won't have to pop so much. You won't have to work to find them if you kind of think about taking your hand, and I'm kind of playing over the sound hole. You can move around, you get a different sound up here or back here. But I would say for now, just kind of be like in the middle of the sound hole. Just kind of take your arm, take it off, and just kind of put it down on the guitar and have it just be nice and relaxed. And from there, try not to get like that. Try to get more like in classical guitar, you would kind of really kind of crank your this part of your wrist bone up. You don't have to do that. It doesn't have to be that intense. But I would suggest play around with that feeling where you get the sensation with your right hand that these 3 fingers are, I'll try to turn here so you can see. I'm on my tips, even my 3rd finger. I'm not at a weird angle. I'm not trying to get under the string and try to pull up. If you're like this at parallel, you get this really strange, a lot of people do it, and I understand why, because they're trying to figure out what to do with the right hand. But instead of doing this, try to just rotate so your fingertips feel like they're engaged with the string. So when I play this C chord, all of my fingers have contact with the string in a pretty comfortable way. So this exercise is just holding a C chord, and I wrote on there, repeat it 8 times. I would suggest you do it even longer, because as we're trying to develop this right hand technique, the more reps you get, the better you'll get at it, and you'll start to notice inconsistencies in your right hand with your tone. The thumb is going to be strong and want to always take over, and so is the first finger. So if you're not diligent with your right hand fingering, your first finger is going to try to take everything over. So the exercise would just be holding the C chord, getting on the tips of your fingers. I have this clarity here between the neck and my first finger. I'm not up like this. My palm isn't up, high. You don't want that. You want something like, if you see my thumb on the one camera, and then if I turn, you can see the space that I have. So I'm on the tips of my fingers, and I'm not letting them roll and flatten. That will mute the strings. So you need this first string to ring, and you don't want this 3rd finger touching the second, the 4th string. So this exercise, this is just exercise number 1. It's just holding a C chord, and we're just gonna go like this. Thumb, 1, 2, 3. The thumb moves to the 4th string, and then the thumb comes back. Okay, that's the idea. Now, because the 3rd finger is weak, you might have a tendency to try to put it down because you're going to try to find the string. You want to get these strings to ring and let them ring through. So notice I'm not putting my 3rd finger down. And then you want to just play through that and keep really consistent with the right hand and making sure you're getting the notes to ring. You don't want to try to do this too fast. You're trying to develop a technique and a consistency, So don't worry about the speed. You're better off to just, even if it's super slow like this. Okay, and then when you get comfortable with it, you can speed it up. And for that last chord, you can do like a thumb 1, 2, 3. You can strum it, you know. So that's the idea. And then you want to just sit and do that, you know, I would say do it for at least 8 times, repeat that. Don't do it at a tempo that you're not comfortable with. And then take a little break, because it's, you know, you're going to feel it in your hands, and then do it again and do it again. Don't try to move on too quickly, because we really need to get this right hand going.